never disrespect. 'Cause I got you all the time.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. But tonight we start Week 9 with a good one in prime time, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Miami Dolphins. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. These guys, they haven't quite figured things out yet, just 2-5 on the year. Then on the Dolphins side, you've got Mike McDaniel. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. A number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And when I watch him play, all I think about is
begin by running the option. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper it at 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 43-yard line.
Jackson running again. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And here, Charles, as a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
At the 20-yard line.
Tua sets up to pass it. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, Achane. But he is not going to get the first down as he'll spot this at about the 28. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Ravens.
Jackson from the shotgun. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards.
16 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Jackson going to keep it. What a move. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Baltimore.
For the Ravens, touchdown. Lamar Jackson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Ravens put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Dolphins offense, led by their running back, headed out for the 2nd possession. We take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns out of the backfield. And his numbers are superior to the rest of his peers at this point in the season. And the drive starts with a run from Achane. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Marlon Humphrey on the tackle. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Far right side taken in by Eskridge. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So since that last gain did not get a first, they'll decline the penalty there and force a fourth down. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on fourth down. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over first and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
In motion left, Bateman. From the gun, Jackson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
And the Baltimore first down.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. Mike McDaniel, he's going to ask him to take a closer look at this call, and out comes a challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide, and I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Throw right side here taken in by Bateman. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. Henry again on second down. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Henry. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. They'll run it again with Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Off the edge and right to the ball that time was Kyle Van Noy.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. He'll find Eskridge here complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Dolphins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
2nd down and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Ravens.
Achane on the counter. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
That's another Dolphins first down. First down.
But you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal at the Ravens' 4-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Looking to pass. Tua. And it's caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. Well, down in this part of the field, CD, they'd love to get him the football, and right there, a little pitch and catch for the score.
Yeah, and he's such a weapon when it's that close to the end zone, and they love being able to rely on him to make those kind of catches. Talk about trust, talk about confidence, and he produces.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Set to kick off.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going. But we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they'll search for that patience here now.
At the 34-yard line.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
And the Baltimore first down.
To throw is Jackson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Brings up third.
Jackson. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 60 yards. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with him. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there. Let him go get it.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's finished off by the touchdown from DeAndre Hopkins. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Ooh, the juke. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense and running back Devon Achane making their way back out. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game as you take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, and he's right there in the mix. Here's Achane to start the drive. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Marlon Humphrey on the defensive side making that look easy from his corner position.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And the Ravens will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. So that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They were winners a week ago over the Bears, and they lead things here as well as they start this drive with a 1st and 10. They begin with Henry. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Here's Jackson to throw. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. A yard, all they need, but it's 3rd down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down, Ravens.
From the gun, a run for Hill. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
They go play action now. Jackson. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
And the Ravens 1st down.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And his throw here's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Now Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hopkins. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 19.
10 yards. That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Second down and 8.
At the 16-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and
Play
8.
action. Now Jackson. He's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Baltimore.
Rashad Bateman, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
3 scores down, not even at halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
For the Dolphins.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Ravens offense and Lamar Jackson set to take over once again. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. He'll run forward with Henry. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey,
we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them because they're really outside of field goal range now, all right, the opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
Well, the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. The veteran Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Tua going to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Now Tua. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
H.N. once more. And this time he'll score. Touchdown, Miami.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
Dolphins 14.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
That's good for a Baltimore.
Jackson. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Baltimore.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Play action. It's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
Again, Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29.
A gain of 9 yards.
It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
1st down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
1st down, Ravens.
Here's Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They go play action with Jackson. That's going to be caught. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
First down. First and goal, Baltimore.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens are able to stretch out their lead. Well, I think Josh Norman can sympathize. He knows a little something about a run like this from Derrick Henry. I mean, that stiff arm might be the best in the business.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We'll see that Josh Norman play forever and ever, won't we? Because at Derrick Henry's size, 6'3", nearly 250, you know he's not shying away from contact. And here he just kept the defender at arm's length as he barreled his way into the end zone. I mean, just put that arm into the chest, and there he goes.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Devon Achane of the offense ready to go once again. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Open man, Westbrook-Ikhine. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
For the Dolphins.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now a 2nd and 6. Jackson now. Now he'll tuck this and run. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Throwing is Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. Here now, 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Baltimore first.
So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. And able to get this out to the 25. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that's going to be caught. Dwayne Eskridge. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Gain of 22 yards.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
At the 46-yard line.
Tua sets up to pass it. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On play action, here's Tua. One incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Achane gets it from the gun. Nifty move. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
On 1st down, back to Achane. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
That's another Dolphins 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Now he's going to step up and run. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
3rd and goal.
Looking to pass. Tua. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
4th down and goal.
Patterson's kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a 3-point kick. Now you're giving him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This is a tough situation offensively because down 3 scores, the field goal kicker's not even going to come into play here. As an offensive play caller, though, you know you have to take chances. This is a time to get creative.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Here's Tua. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
So good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
A little juke. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now a pause, so there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They go play action now. Jackson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" because here they come.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8.
Out of bounds at the 42-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
And a busy night for Henry continues. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 42 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Ravens.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 14 yards that time and a 1st down on the keeper. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
To throw is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and
inside handoff, Henry. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Bradley Chubb came in and got him. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. In motion left, Bateman. From the gun, Jackson. He finds Hopkins complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot.
at the 3-yard line.
And now he is just 2 catches away from 1,000 on his career. 998 currently. Henry will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
You think back to some of the great goal line bruisers of the past, the Earl Campbells, the John Riggins, the Marshawn Lynches. I think you can put Derrick Henry right in that group as he scores there with another patented Derrick Henry run.
On his loop for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So that one a long 11-play drive. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Up the middle, Achane. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Achane. It's a gain of 2. And the Dolphins
Off the play action, Tagovailoa. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 44-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 59 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
This to the sideline and over everybody. Incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throw. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Well, it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. He's had a touchdown for every quarter so far. 3 here in the 3rd, and probably hoping he's not done yet.
And this is a situation where it's okay to be greedy. When you've already scored 3 times, you want 4, you want more than that. And guess what? That only helps your team.
Yeah, so far 3, now in search of 4. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On the counter, it's Henry. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
And it's 3rd down.
Now it's Jackson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football, led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Back now in Miami, A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Tua going to throw. Oh, ill-advised throw there, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Miami set to take over. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Tagovailoa trying again after the pick 6. 2nd and 10.
Intended for Malik Washington. Incomplete. He was covered by
Now Tua. And this is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Well, throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. Gee, you figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Fourth down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Now, you know I don't often have sympathy for quarterbacks, but in this situation, I don't know what else he could do. 4th down, so he can't just throw the ball away. He's got to find a way to try and make a play, but the pressure ended up getting to him.
Pressure got to him. Really big sack and a turnover here on downs. They'll start out here with the option left. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
28-yard line.
That really sets him back. A loss of 6. Play action. Now Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. On 3rd down, Henry. And they'll get this down to the 10. 69 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. 1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left, and their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Oh, he shifts past him. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Miami's offense set and ready to go. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for Dolphins first down.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. Open man, Westbrook-Ikhine. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
19 more yards. That's another.
Again, he'll drop the throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
From the 29, Tua. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. He'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Kyle Hamilton running up from his safety spot and earning the sack.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2. If they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
The drive will start with an option going left. Nifty footwork at the 45. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And the Baltimore first down.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Will come up 2nd and 7. Again, it's Henry. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd.
Play action. It's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Baltimore first down. It's a gain of 10.
Off the option, here's Henry. Shoves him aside. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 102 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens are pouring it on. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. Luke now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. That time a 6-play drive. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's complete to Westbrook-Ikhine. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Tua sets up to pass it. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a gain of 11. And the Dolphins...
Tua to throw again. Now he's going to step up and run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and that'll be second down.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to pass. Tua. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
That's good for a Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
Here's Tua. Now he'll tuck this and run. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Kyle Van Noy bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Yeah, there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
2-yard line.
The Ravens offense and Derrick Henry set to take over once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. Now Jackson back into his end zone. Over the middle, connecting with Carter. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down. 1st and 10.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. They'll go with Hill here on first down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Tough running, but not a lot to show for it. They stop him shy of the 25.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he will have the Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. It's a gain of 10.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Henry up the middle. Bulldozes past him. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Ravens, they get a much-needed victory to get to 3-5 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Miami, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.